This week, with the budget just recently coming out in Minnesota, a few things I want to talk about tonight is just some basic economics, right? So we're looking at a budget, we're looking at what's driving our economy and our future spending, because we love spending, right? We love spending dollars. Well, a lot of our budget is coming from three main sources. They're coming from income tax, corporate tax, and sales tax. That's what drives our economy. That's how we get our tax base. That's how we get our budget, and then we move forward and we decide where those tax dollars are going. One thing that COVID taught us, good or bad, in the last 2 years, is that we need to be attractive. We have found that a lot of employees can work at home. For the first time, we have a large percentage of employees that can work remotely. And I'm not sure we're looking at that. Because being good stewards of Minnesota, we have to now become very friendly, because for the first time, employees can shop around. That's the facts. Last year in Minnesota, we have more income earners leaving Minnesota. These are facts, folks. Leaving Minnesota than income earners that are coming into the state. This is facts. We are driving productive income owners out of our state. It does start to make you wonder or ponder, what is the end game here? Because as we are passing bill after bill that is attacking the small business owner, we are not making our state more tax friendly. We are not making our state more attractive for people to move here. We have a beautiful state. We have the 4 seasons, but it is awfully cold here. And so we have to be attractive for people to live here for different reasons. What I find very problematic, and I hope that we can discuss this and relook at this and vote this down, is the exemptions. That we are removing the small employer exemption. This doesn't match the federal. And this is a very dangerous road to walk down. In rural Minnesota, as Representative Murphy talked about, in my district, I wanted to talk about a few small businesses that this would affect greatly. We have a lot of farmers, and they have been very financially hurt the last few years. First of all, we're having a workforce problem. We all know this. They're already struggling. And as the state legislature again and again and again thinks that we know better than small business owners and farmers, they are not going to be able to keep on working. They're not going to be able to stay open. So farmers is a big deal. Another industry that I want to talk about in my district is nursing homes, mental disability homes. They're really struggling. This week I had 2 calls from my district. One nursing home closed in my district. Another nursing home told me that he's a young man, he invested in buying a nursing home, and he said that they have young kids and that they're literally taking diaper money to stay open, that from their family budget. I said, let me understand this. You as a nursing home, you are not turning a profit? And he said, no, we're not turning a profit. We cannot stay open much longer. This is a crisis. And this man, God bless him, he has many residents that he said they do not have a place to go. If this nursing home shuts down, where will these people go? These are some of the small businesses that we're talking about. Big businesses, the 3Ms of the world, the Targets of the world, the IBMs of the world. They have great incentive packages. But we have a lot of small businesses in rural Minnesota. And it's not that they don't want to treat their employees well. It's not that they don't care about their employees. It's that they don't need government to tell them how to manage their businesses. In a free market and in a free world, employees would shop around. They work at places that they love. They work at places that the employers treat them well. Again, we have a workforce shortage right now, correct? So they have that ability to move and to go to where they want to go to. We should not make small businesses the villains. They should be exempt from this law. You cannot say that they are equal from being out in a suburban, a big organization, and these small businesses that I'm talking about, restaurants, nursing homes, gyms. These are not businesses that are created equal. The businesses that invest to keep their economy thriving in small towns, the investor, the business owner, they have put an awful lot of time because they want their business to thrive. They have taken on the risk, the loan, the financial burden. Many of these small businesses, they have loans. They might have mortgaged their house against their business. But we act like they're the villains. We act with small businesses that we know better, that we have to tell them what to do. And this doesn't make any sense. So this exemption where we are removing that, this is all the way down to a business that just employs one person. One person. We have to protect our small businesses because of rural Minnesota. We have tax-friendly states around us that we border. Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wisconsin. My district borders the Wisconsin border. I would ask the author of this bill to stand for a question.
Representative Cagle will yield for a question. Representative Altendorf.
Representative Cagle, I ask you in my district when I have people that live in Red Wing, why do you think that they would stay in Minnesota with higher taxes? Why would they stay if they are just minutes away from moving over the border?